One of the things about being in this position is you can't hesitate. You have to make decisions. It was all hands on deck. Really had to be communicative out there to the public on what was going on to the best of our ability. My name is Tim Doherty. I am the current mayor of the town of Morristown. In the fall of 2019, Morristown was probably, and is still, I think, one of the hottest communities in the state of New Jersey. We had all kinds of things going on. Business district was booming. People were coming to a nightlife. We had all kinds of community events. As we're heading out of 2019 and going into 2020, obviously as a news junkie, I'm constantly watching the news and getting information, and this pandemic is starting to pick up speed. It was in Europe, you heard it in Asia, you've heard this pandemic popping up everywhere, and then it popped up on the West Coast.
Now to growing concerns about the deadly coronavirus officially hitting the U.S.
And then it hit New York, and then it just hit New Jersey, and it was on.
Quarantine, state of emergency, shelter in place.
It affected everybody's community. It was something that nobody could have predicted was going to be as difficult as it was. Whether you were unemployed, whether your business was about to go under because you couldn't make any income. It was really difficult and challenging time. It was extraordinary. So as time went on, it really got much more difficult, and we really had to be communicative out there to the public on what was going on to the best of our ability and get the information that we could gather from our state leaders, from our county leaders, to get out to our municipality and to our residents. But it was very, very challenging. We just stayed focused on what we were hearing from the county health, what we were hearing from state health, from the governor's press conferences, and we were following their executive orders. We really tried to get out every day and communicate to the public what's happening, what the transmission is, how many were getting COVID in Morristown, and we just did that every day. You know, we were in the dark like everybody else, but we took it very seriously in Morristown and really pushed the mask. We pushed hand sanitizing. We also pushed social distancing as hard as we could. One of the things that we really worked on was our messaging. We really wanted to get out that we're here. We closed down Town Hall, but we were in here working. Every department was working. We didn't stop the government. We kept the government running, and I think that helped a lot, even though the building was closed. We made sure that our town was protected with their own PPE stuff, so masks and gloves, and spraying the police cars down, the fire trucks, all the different things we had to do to try to make the government safe so the government can function out and protect the public. So it was all hands on deck. Each day we tried to communicate what was the message for the day, and it was always protect yourself, protect yourself, protect yourself. And while you're protecting yourself, you're protecting others. And that was the key. And I think it helped Morristown weather through this. I hear all the time, Mayor, if you did something right through this pandemic, you kept the town calm. The big thing was when the governor started shutting down businesses. That's really when it started really affecting us. One of the things about being in this position is you can't hesitate. You have to make decisions. Believe me, people were not happy. Business owners weren't happy that they had to shut down their stores, and it really got bad as far as the pandemic. And so we just tried to keep getting the message out and see what we could do for businesses. They would call. We tried to help anywhere we could, but it was a real challenging time for small businesses. People in this community got together, they helped businesses, they supported them. We had private donors that donated like $700,000 to $800,000 to help offset costs for businesses with their landlords. Early on, Dave Walters started with me with this gift card program, which was very successful. And that was geared more towards the first responders, to get food, to get gift cards to go buy food, and that helped the businesses. So another aspect that I believe that we were blessed with here in Morristown is how active our churches were on food distribution. I can't put into words how much food these establishments gave to people, and tractor trailers full of food weekly, not like once every 5 months, weekly. And we were so proud to be part of it by helping them with whatever they needed, forklift, staging. So all the different organizations that had food drive. So many people gave. We go back to that whole community thing. People came from all over. I mean, lines were a mile long. I mean, it was amazing what a group of people were able to do. I can't thank those organizations enough for the amount of food they supplied to people throughout this pandemic and continue to supply. On behalf of all the citizens of Morristown, we owe you a great debt of gratitude, and thank you very much. It'll never be forgotten. To our business community, what can I say? Wow, you guys have weathered some kind of storm here. As we see month after month, more opening, more opening, more opening. I'm looking forward to a robust spring and summer and fall in this community. If we continue to focus on the positives and the things that got us this far, I think it'll get us all the way to the end. I can't thank all the business owners for their support and for what you guys endured over this last year. I can't thank enough the business owners that have given of their time and their energy to come up with programs, and residents that worked with the businesses to make it possible to keep some of these businesses afloat. Stay focused. More people are coming to town. If you were in town yesterday, boy, you couldn't be happier to see how many people were walking around Morristown. We're gonna get to that point where we're the #1 town downtown in the state of New Jersey. Just have to be patient and work hard and continue doing what you're doing.